Do your kid or your teenager struggle with identity? Do your youth struggle with identity? Do you, as a professional or as a business owner, do you understand who you are? Today, I'll be sharing with you key facts that you can apply to anyone to have a meaningful life. This section is very important for you as a professional in building a profitable business from your experiences and how you can help your children and your youth to have clarity. If you notice, I'm looking confused, and that's why I want to share with you 10 things that you need to do to build clarity. It is building clarity, it is having an identity of what you want for yourself that will lead the pathway to making a societal influence and living a wealthy life. We all want security of a wealthy life. But there are 10 key factors that you must sit down and help your kids understand, help your youth to understand, help yourself to understand where you are working now. So that before you take that step of launching out your own business, or before you take that step of doing entrepreneurship as a professional, there are key factors that you have to look at. Number one is, what's your vision? Where there is no vision, the people perish. Until you have an idea of the visions you want for yourself, it will be very difficult for you to chase what you are not aware of. It is when there is a vision that you can have the clarity to run in the right direction and make a meaningful impact. Now, when you have a vision of what you want for yourself, it is at that time that you will now look within and see how you can use your passion, how you can use your natural self. Because going to school does not make it an automatic thing for you to succeed. If the passion to stay, the discipline, and that's why we see it in a lot of celebrity, we see it in a lot of athletes, that they have the discipline, the staying power. But if you go into a course as a student, or you go into a job because you want to make the money, if anything happens at work, you'll be frustrated because you have no clear identity. For example, I naturally like to speak. So if I get to a place where I have the opportunity of sharing, I'll be all right. I will not be frustrated. But when I get to a point where my opinion no longer is valid, or I'm no longer given the due recognition of being allowed to speak, I'm not even saying take my idea, but give me the opportunity of sharing, I'll be frustrated. So job does not frustrate us. It is not being able to express ourselves that actually frustrates us. So you must understand what your vision is. And when we talk about the vision is the kind of world you want to achieve. Forget about the wealth. The wealth will come when you serve your society. But what society do you want? For example, I want an ideal society where everybody is able to achieve their vision. I want an ideal society where values drives our agenda, not self, but an ideal society where differences can be made, where people can give in their effort and they will achieve the commensurate result, where people can achieve the best version of themselves. They may choose not to achieve the best version of themselves, but at least they know that they have the ability. So what's your vision? What society do you envisage? What community, what family, what life, what business do you envision? It is from that vision that you now look within and ask yourself, do I have the capacity and the identity? If you don't have the capacity, you develop the capacity. If you have not had the understanding, you develop the understanding. But first, there must be a vision. It is that vision that will now make you look inward. A lot of people have a vision, they're looking outward for collaborators, they're looking outward for someone to make it happen for them. But first is, what do I want for myself, and what do I have in the house that will help me achieve that meaningful result? Okay, now you must find the right platform. Careers or business or whatever it is that we do that will tag ourselves, positions or portfolio or cabinet, are not the real expression of ourselves. You are not in school to find expression. You are in school to use that as a platform to find expression. You are not in that job to find expression. You are using that job as a platform of expression. That's why you must survive. If they sack you now, you should be able to survive outside the work. If you leave school now, you should be able to survive. So the fact that you get attached to marriage, that you cannot function productively because that marriage had a crash or something happened, it means that you got yourself involved. So have a vision of the life you want. I want a loving world. What do I have within that can enhance that? I like talking, so I want to talk about a loving world. I want to live a loving world. I want to model a loving world. What is vision for your life? You want a situation where everybody is prosperous. What do you have within to make it prosperous? You have strength. So that's understanding the place of identity, understanding your passion, your gift, your strength, the uniqueness, the experiences, the schools you have gone to. These are things that will make you function your identity. But then you must find a way. Are you going to do it through business? Are you going to do it through ministry? Are you going to do it through consultancy? Are you going to do it through marriage? Like, those are the platform for achieving your result. Now, before you step into the world, you are going to face a lot of backlash if you try to copy others. Yes, you can use them as a guide, but you must understand what exists, because people also inspire us. So before you do that thing you want to do, are there people doing it already? You need to look at them, look at the existing solution, look at the existing pattern, look at the people that are trying to fulfill that vision and see the missing link. Because sometimes you may just have to partner them, or sometimes you have to create something fresh. You may not have to reinvent a wheel when you can partner to have something meaningful. Okay, we're talking about the place of collaboration. Collaboration is very important for success. If you want to be a self-made millionaire, it's going to have a tone on your mental health. If you want to depend on people alone, it's going to affect you. If you don't want to work and you want to just pray and spiritualize everything, then you may have an unrealistic life. So what's your vision for yourself? You have been working in this organization. What's your business for yourself? What's your vision of your own life? Who are you as a person? What did you study in school? What's your talent? What's your gift? And then how can you function? How can you use your gift or your talent or your training or your exposure to solve that societal need? You can use any course you study, or any department where you are lecturing now, or anything you have in your hand to make a difference. What you have in your hand can change society. And when you meet societal needs, they will reward you with wealth, with money, or with any other convenience. If not paparazzi you want, they will reward you because you are solving problems. So what societal problem do you want to solve? What do you envision? What's your identity? And how can your identity make a difference? Okay, what's the existing solution? What industry do you want to go to? And then what's your unique selling point? Because now we say maybe there's a problem of insecurity, and then you have knowledge of security, and then we are saying that you are going into the security industry. Now the question is, we say the people existing, what are they offer? So let's say the security outfit that are existing only do day jobs. Now you know there's a night job to cover. Or the pharmacy only run for the day. Now you know there's a missing gap that you want to fill in. You want to go into a place where you can expand yourself. So you must know your unique selling point, so that when you come into the picture, you will not be a copycat. You'll be bringing in a much difference. So number one is what's your ideal societal vision? Number two, what's your valuable identity? Number three, what have you within your identity that you can use to function and meet the missing link? Then what set of societal pattern or industry will you follow? Number five, what's the existing solution and what's missing in them? Number six, what's your unique selling point that you use to complement what's existing? Number seven, where do you want to stay? How do you want to market yourself through? You may want to be an e-commerce online, or you may be offline, but you must understand where you want to stay. Number eight, what's your conversion funnel? Now you know who needs your service. A group of people in the society needs your service. How do you want to get to them? How do you want to market yourself? How do you want to make sales? And then how do you want to expand? Expansion is number 9. You must think about expansion. You must think about growth. You must think about sustainability. You must think about a business that outlive you. And then number 9, what's your community legacy? You started with legacy and vision, and that's when you now talk about good agendas that you can make. And finally, start. Finally, learn on the job. Finally, collaborate. Finally, build and learn. Now, when you have been able to provide answer to question 1 to 9, it will be easy for you to start. Don't just launch if there's no direction. Okay, there is a saying that the word step aside for a man that knows where he's going to. When you know exactly where you are going to, people will be willing to give you the support. People will be able to align. People that don't have the courage will be able to align. Yes, it will be easy for you to get the courage to run around. So, dear professional, where you are working is supposed to be a platform for you to build your own. You have been working in a school and you are complaining about what is wrong. When are you going to make a difference? I know you want wealth, and when your salary does not come on time, you shout and scream and do everything. But you know you can make a difference. For me, I have clarity. And it is that clarity that will make me not just settle for whatever comes, but settle for a meaningful life. I must have understanding of myself, so that even if I don't have a vision glass on, my vision is clear, and I'm only using this to protect it. I can't use this as a cover-up when there's a fault here. So you have to fix it. And that's why VWealth Optic comes in. We come in to give you all that you need to make a difference. You can change your lens. You can change your frame. You can have your prescription glass. You can have your screen glass. You can have your rope. You can have your screen lens. You can have your pouch. You can have everything to ensure your vision. But first, we want to give you mental vision before you step into the physical vision. To your greatness, drop your comment, like, subscribe, and make sure that every professional hear this, and help your children that are in school now to learn this before they become a professional. Love you. To your health.